Yo, what up, Vacation Bible School homies? We're learning about Jonah today. That's right, Jonah. Let me tell you his story. The town called Nineveh was doing real sick, giving God his props, making money so thick. But after a while, it put God on a shelf, ignored his commands, and just worshipped itself. This didn't please God. Well, I'm sure that you know it, because when you're full of yourself, you usually blow it. Out of sync with God, the city was grieving, so sick in its sins that it just stopped believing. So God called his boy Jonah to come save the day. Tell Nineveh the score. He'd tell him what to say. His patience at an end, God's grace was spent. The town would soon burn if it didn't repent. So God laid out a plan, but it just didn't matter. Jonah wouldn't listen. He was mad as a hatter. He said, I'm really sorry that the city is grieving, but it ain't. Really sorry that the city is ailing, but it ain't my deal. So instead, he went sailing. Yeah, went to work on his tan. He went sailing to Tarshish. That's in Spain, don't you know? Well, out on the deck, Jonah was chilling. He was just relaxing and being a villain. He was out in the sun, meeting the honeys, soaking up rays and reading the funnies, when all of a sudden the waves started sounding, the wind started blowing, and the waves were abounding. And even those sailors are strong and prepared, but not for something like this, and my boys got scared. Well, the crew started freaking and running around and throwing over everything that wasn't nailed down. But our boy Jonah, he didn't say nothing. He was keeping chill like an Egg McMuffin. When the crew finally realized that nothing would help, they threw over Jonah to sleep with the kelp. Jonah hit the water. It was cold as a beast. He had shivering skin and chattering teeth. And then he looked up and saw all his boaties. But he was okay because he was wearing his floaties. God had the situation under control. You see, a whale hit the surface and it swallowed him whole. The space was tight and wet like a cave. Damp, cold, nasty. It felt like a grave. Like Pinocchio without Geppetto. He was stuck in the whale. It was worse than the ghetto. Then Jonah said, Lord, I won't ask no questions. If you just get me out of this fish's digestion, I'll go to Nineveh. I'll be the best preacher they heard. I tell them the truth. And the Lord said, Word. The Lord said, Word. Then the fish got sick, and he had to cough it. And up on the shore, he puked out a prophet. Jonah preached with such fire. He ranted and raved that in no time at all, Nineveh got saved. Well, there's more to the story, but I really don't need it. Want to know how it ends? You just have to read it. Word, little friends.